There's two types of games I like. One's something I like to continuously play to complete, like let's say a Metroid or a Resident Evil. Then there's a type of game I'll come back to continuously here and there just to play, like let's say a Tetris. Which brings me to a game I've returned to time and time again I'd love to talk about, which is 1943.
When I really got back into buying NES games recently, 1943 was one of the first games I got after finding out about the port. From Capcom's 194X series, this is a game I can remember playing since I was a little kid, but more specifically the arcade version of it. I have distinct memories of shooting down enemy pilots with my friends in the 2-player cabinet, so I was eager to pick this up and relive the glory days. But enough about the past, let's pop it in and see how it holds up today. Immediately, this game just thrusts you into battle. For those unaware, this is a World War II themed shooter. There's no real story to tell here, and nobody needs one. You're in a war, so start firing. Okay, seems like A is to fire, and B is for your super move. It's a lightning bolt that just clears everything out of this guy. Oh, and if you kill these random groups of red pilots, you get a power-up. Shoot it a few times, it becomes a new gun. I could really get used to this wider beam, but it does appear there is a timer on it in the bottom left-hand corner, and also some sort of energy timer in the right-hand corner. Now things here have changed a bit from my memory. Obviously going from an arcade to the NES, there's gonna be a drop-off on the visual side of things, but it gets the job done.
And man, this game feels just as good as I remember it being. You've got to move fast, and you've got to mash to really cause some damage here.
Visual contact, okay. Looks like we're getting into boss territory now. There's several battleships you gotta take out along the way as well. It's getting tough to dodge these bullets. And here we go, the big mothership. And boom! Got him! That's level 1 in the bag. Moving on to level 2, it's definitely starting to pick up in difficulty quite a bit. They're increasing the amount of enemies on screen, and sometimes there really is a lot to try to handle at once. Stacking these power-ups to increase that timer is what's helping me get as far as I am. Now thankfully, this is one of the few NES games that doesn't punish you with lives or restarting back to level 1. Each level start acts as its own checkpoint, which is really refreshing. Now something else that adds more depth to this shooter is the built-in upgrade system. Things like attack and defense strength and your special weapon time or energy can all be improved by finding upgrade tokens in each level. Typically hidden under an object you have to fire at. It's definitely fun to try out some of the different builds and strengths here to see what works best. Now that I'm getting past level 2 here, it seems like the loop of the game is starting a normal level that leads into a harder boss sub-level. I'm really starting to get into this now. But holy crap, is level 3 stopping me in my tracks. The difficulty's just getting out of hand here. I'm having to rely on this power-up beam to really make any progress at all. A level without dying would only take 2 or 3 minutes, but man, I've spent over half an hour on this level. You've got pilots coming out of nowhere, then this boss is a completely different type from the first two. And it seems like I've got to hit the jets here to deal any damage to it. After some time, I finally beat level 3. As annoying as it is dying that much, it makes it all the more satisfying when you do actually win and see that end screen. Surely at this point I'm at least halfway through the...
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I'm beating this game today. As I was talking about the intro, there are some games I binge and some games I come back to here and there. This is definitely one of those games. I don't see myself wanting to do more than a couple levels at a time here, especially with how difficult this is getting.
As difficult as it is, I really would recommend playing 1943. It's fast, it's fun. I just wouldn't recommend trying to beat it in one go, at least if you have any sense of self-preservation. But hey, I see there's a couple other 194X games in the series, so maybe someday I'll check them out. For now though, let's see what else I can play.